Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So some interesting news coming out of the heavyweight division. On the 2nd of July, in the Manchester Arena, two heavyweight contenders will be facing off. Those being Huey Fury versus Michael Hunter. Of course, Sky and the promotional outfit Boxer have announced this fight, and it's one I'm looking forward to in a weird way. I say in a weird way because when it comes to Huey Fury, I don't usually look forward to his fights. I just don't really find his style all that appealing, especially considering he's a heavyweight. But, you know, a competitive fight is a competitive fight, and that's how I see this one. And to me at least, this fight is very hard to call. Interestingly, this fight is some sort of WBA eliminator, but I'm not really completely sure how that all works. The WBA at the best of times are very confusing in how they operate, but I'm assuming that the winner of Huey Fury versus Michael Hunter will fight the winner of Trevor Bryan versus Daniel Dubois. Of course, right now, Trevor Bryan somehow is the WBA regular champion, so I'm assuming that, yeah, this fight is basically an eliminator for that fight. We shall see. Who knows with the WBA, who knows with boxing sanctioning bodies. But boxing politics aside, I find this fight very intriguing. It's weird because if you asked me 18 months ago, I would have picked I would have picked Michael Hunter to outpoint Huey Fury, but ever since Michael Hunter has gone to Triller, he's done absolutely nothing. I believe he's had 2 fights on Triller. One was against a glorified club fighter in Mike Wilson. He got rid of Mike Wilson in about 4 rounds. You know, he did what he had to kind of thing. But in the second fight against heavyweight gatekeeper, I guess you'd call him, Jerry Forrest, Michael Hunter fought to a draw, a 10-round draw, and he arguably lost that fight. He looked lethargic, plodding, unimaginative in that fight, and that was really concerning because, you know, I've seen Michael Hunter basically since the Usyk fight, and I've always been impressed with Michael Hunter. I think he's a very good fighter, but in that Jerry Forrest fight, he looked awful. He looked out of shape. His stamina looked off. I'm not sure what was wrong with him. Maybe he was unmotivated. Maybe he's on the slide. I'm not sure. But if it's that same Michael Hunter, then Huey Fury wins this fight. That's how I see it. Now, when it comes to Huey Fury, if you followed my channel for any length of time, I've never really been a big fan, and I've never really been a big believer, to tell you the truth. I just found his style far too negative, and for me, you know, in his biggest fights, he failed to deliver. I know some people like to say that the Joseph Parker fight was a robbery. It really wasn't. But I don't like Huey Fury's passive nature. However, in his last 2 fights against Marius Vac and Christian Hammer, Huey Fury has been more aggressive and much more watchable. And I like that, you know, he's trying to mix things up a little bit more, trying to get more mustard on his punches, more sting on his punches. And I think that will serve Huey Fury well going forwards. And yeah, the Huey Fury from the Hammer fight and the Marius Vac fight, I think he beats Michael Hunter from the Jerry Forrest fight. To me, in short, what I'm trying to say, I see this fight as being, this fight goes depending on what Michael Hunter shows up. I think Michael Hunter at his best would be too good for Huey Fury. I think Huey would have a hard job penning Michael Hunter down and winning that boxing match. I know he's taller and longer, but I could see Michael Hunter slipping that jab and basically getting in and outworking Huey Fury in a boxing match. But yeah, as of right now, I'm really unsure on how this fight goes, which in my book means it's interesting, it's intriguing. Now, stylistically, is it going to be a good fight to watch? I think it'll be good in terms of, like, from a strategic point of view, watching it in the moment, seeing how it unfolds. But I can't see it being a barn burner or a fan-friendly fight. I see it being a tactical fight One that you might enjoy watching in the moment as it's live, but one that you won't go back and watch. That sort of fight. But I certainly see it as interesting, and quite frankly, it's arguably the sort of fight both guys need right now. Huey Fury, since that loss to Povetkin, has been having a slow kind of comeback, fighting durable veterans of the heavyweight division like Marius Vac and Christian Hammer, whereas Michael Hunter, since leaving Matchroom, has been fighting on an obscure platform in Triller, you know, to get back into the mix. This is, you know, the sort of fight both guys need right now, and the winner puts himself in a good position, whereas the loser finds himself in the heavyweight wilderness. So yeah, I find this fight very intriguing. As of right now, I've got no clue who I'm picking to win this fight. In fact, it's one of those, I might not even make a prediction for it, to be honest. I'm not sure how this fight goes. Again, to me, it's highly dependent on what Michael Hunter shows up. Maybe I'm overrating Michael Hunter at his best. Maybe I'm underrating Huey Fury. But, yeah, we shall see. 2nd of July on Sky Sports, promoted by Boxer. Yeah, interesting fight. Share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy. Peace.